Hello glorious beauties, this is Frank from Dragonflow. So today I wanted to talk about how to make money in the fitness industry. I made 9 points. Video is going to be a little bit long. You can make 200 points, but in my 3 years in the industry, these are the 9 points I find are the best to making money in the fitness industry. Point number 1, work hard on your product. So in fitness, you and what you know is your product. Know as much as possible in the area of fitness you want to be in. If it's yoga, if it's Pilates, if it's calisthenics, if it's spinning, know as much as possible on that product. You are the product, the thing you know is the product. Be knowledgeable on your product. Number 2, get over your insecurities. Now, even though I've only been working in fitness for 3 years, I've been training since I was 16. So that makes 16 years I've been training between 3 and 6 hours a day. I've done Kung Fu, I've done Aikido, I've done Taekwondo, I've done Thai boxing, obviously I've done yoga and Pilates, calisthenics and all that other stuff. But, all that being said, I only worked 3 years ago. Why did I only work 3 years ago? Because I got in my own way. Instead of finding my way towards working in a gym, or working in a studio, or working in fitness, I would look for crappy jobs. I would work as a car washer, I would work as a busboy, I would work as a waiter. Why? I convinced myself almost that I didn't deserve to be in the field that I wanted to be in. The insecurities got in my way. I could talk about this for the next 2 hours, but really analyze your insecurities, get them out of the way, and if you want to work in fitness, take the shortest path to get there. Stop looking for crappy jobs, go straight into the fitness industry. Number 3, get all the needed certificates that you need. What's cool about the fitness industry is that depending where you live, the salary is quite reasonable. Like in Montreal, you could make anywhere between 30 and 60, sometimes $70 an hour. I know some trainers in New York making $100, $150 an hour. For Montreal, those types of trainers are a bit rare, but you can still pull it off. Either way, at $35, $40, $50 an hour, you can make a substantial living, right? But you need to get the certificates, and the certificates are usually very easy to get. Like in Canada example, you can get a yoga certificate over the weekend with CamFit Pro, or you can get something more substantial, which is 200 hours. So we're talking a month full-time. Pilates, same thing. You could get something that's part-time, 4 weekends for a month, and then you have to study maybe an hour a day for about 6 months, and then you have your Pilates certificate. Calisthenics is even a different animal because nobody's giving certificates. So if you're good enough, since nobody's really certifying except maybe Dragon Door, you can go into that straight away without having certificates. You'll probably need your basic sort of training certificate, which even that you can get over the weekend, or if you want something more substantial, over 6 months, once or twice a week. Not very long. So get the certificates needed to work in your field. Number 4, once you've done the first 3, get to a local gym and or studio and ask for a job. Get exposure at these jobs. Make sure people start to know you at your job, and make sure that you build a reasonable customer base. Number 5, once you start getting customer, ask the clients what they need and what their needs and wants are, and make sure that you learn everything needed for them to get towards their goal. Which is to say, sometimes you're going to catch clients that have needs that your knowledge base is 0. Go home and research. Computers are there, books are there, watch all the videos needed, buy all the books needed to help that customer. And it might look like, okay, I spent $150 to make $30 on this one customer, but believe me, a lot of the needs in fitness will reoccur. So at the beginning, you're going to be like, why do I need to learn about this? It's going to reoccur, so you will make your money back and you will see those questions again. So get all the information needed once you have a customer that asks you something that you're not knowledgeable about. So that's it. Make sure that you help the customer reach their wants and needs. Number 6, make the client smile and feel good. Lead them towards the direction of their goal. So, the customer is not your enemy. I see a lot of people screaming at the customer, boot camping the customer. I mean, if that's what the customer wants, great. But generally, people want to feel good. People want to feel respected. And a lot of times as trainers, we're not just trainers, we're psychologists, we're mentors, we're therapists. Keep this in mind. Be compassionate towards your client, make them happy, and make them leave almost like they're floating on air, right? You're there to make them feel good, even if you're not feeling good that day. Number 7, make sure that you're very clear about your financial goals. Liking what we do sometimes has negative side effects. We forget about the money part of it. You have to eat. It's okay to be humble, but put money in your pocket and make sure you can save some money. We're also in an industry that's very, very easy to get injured. So make sure you have enough money to support you in case of injuries. Have clear financial goals. Make sure that you're working on side projects in the fitness industry to make you money. Example, in the next year I'd like to make a DVD, and hopefully this will be financially prosperous for me. That's just a little example. I know another fitness sort of guru that just wrote a book, so this is going to be an extra source of income for him. So have clear financial goals. Number 8, get along with your colleagues, fellow teachers, and fellow athletes, whether you know them or not. If an athlete is successful in Los Angeles, does not mean you can't be successful in New York. If an athlete is successful in New York, it does not mean that you cannot be successful in Montreal. Also, the people in your gym are not your competition. So your fellow trainers and teachers are not your competition. They're people you can learn from. You are your own competition. Look for the customers. Give a product which is unique and original, and no one will be your competition. Only you will be your competition. So again, learn from fellow teachers, athletes, and colleagues. Very important. And all-encompassing 9. We go back to the very beginning. Work hard on your product. Yeah? So this is number 1. And number 9. When you've arrived, or you think you've arrived towards you're making money now in fitness, or you're making money in whatever artistic venture you've chosen, it's like, oh, now I can sit back. Never sit back. You want to always continue working on your product, bettering your tool. This will make all the other things we talk about grow and flourish at a much faster rate. So never think, oh, I'm making money now, I can relax. No. See, I have like about 4 or 5 personal trainings a week, and sometimes between 15 and 20 classes. And I still train about an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours a day. I try and go into different ventures. Like 4 years ago, I was doing just yoga. Then for a while, I was doing just Pilates. Now I'm doing a mixture of yoga and Pilates, and twice a week I do Taekwondo. And next year, who knows what I'm going to do? And not to mention, I've done calisthenics throughout this 2 or 3 year period, which you've seen some of the videos. So, I know this video is a little bit long. I hope it's helpful. I've been meaning to post it for you guys for a while. And that's it. Have a beautiful afternoon and or day, and namaste.